Hello and welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of mermaids. These fascinating creatures have captured the imaginations of humans for centuries, and there are countless stories and legends about them. But did you know that there are also real accounts of people encountering mermaids? In this video, we're going to explore some of these stories and see what we can learn about these elusive beings. First up, the Mermaids of Japan. Our first stop takes us to Japan, where the mythology surrounding mermaids is deeply rooted in the culture. The Japanese word for mermaid is ningyo, which translates to human fish. One famous legend tells of a fisherman who caught a ningyo in his net. According to the story, the creature had a human-like face and body, but its skin was scaly like a fish. The fisherman released the ningyo back into the sea, but the encounter left him with a deep sense of wonder and awe. Another legend from Japan involves a mermaid who appeared to a group of fishermen during a storm. The mermaid warned the fishermen of the impending danger and told them to return to shore. Thanks to the mermaid's warning, the fishermen were able to make it safely back to land. These stories show how mermaids are often viewed as protectors and guardians of the sea in Japanese folklore. Next, the Mermaids of Scotland. Moving on to Scotland, there are many tales of mermaids in the coastal regions. One of the most famous stories involves a mermaid who was captured by a fisherman and brought back to his village. According to the legend, the mermaid was kept in a small pool and fed by the villagers. However, the mermaid eventually became homesick and was returned to the sea by the fisherman. It's said that the mermaid blessed the village with good fortune before she left. Another Scottish legend tells of a mermaid who fell in love with a man and followed him to his home. The man eventually realized that the mermaid was not meant for life on land and returned her to the sea. In these stories, mermaids are often portrayed as mysterious and alluring creatures who can easily capture the hearts of humans. The Mermaids of Africa. In African folklore, mermaids are often associated with water spirits and are considered to be powerful guardians of the sea. In some stories, mermaids are said to have the ability to control the weather and the tides. One story from Nigeria tells of a mermaid who fell in love with a human man and gave him a magical fish that would grant him wishes. However, when the man broke his promise to the mermaid, she took back the fish and disappeared forever. In another African legend, a mermaid helped a young girl find a magical plant that could cure her sick mother. The mermaid gave the girl a shell to use as a horn to call her if she ever needed help again. These stories show how mermaids are often seen as benevolent beings who can provide help and guidance to humans in need. And last but not least, the Mermaids of the Americas. Finally, we come to the Americas, where there are many stories of mermaids in the indigenous cultures. In the Caribbean, there are legends of mermaids who would lure sailors to their deaths with their enchanting songs. In South America, the Guarani people believed in a mermaid goddess named Yara, who was said to protect the rivers and lakes. And in North America, the Haida people of Alaska have stories of a mermaid who helps a fisherman in need. One Haida legend tells of a fisherman who caught a halibut that turned out to be a mermaid. The mermaid offered to help the fisherman catch more fish, but only if he promised to release her back into the sea. The fisherman agreed, and the mermaid taught him a special fishing technique that allowed him to catch an abundance of fish. When the fisherman released the mermaid back into the sea, she transformed into a large school of halibut, ensuring that the fisherman would never go hungry again. So there you have it, some real encounters with mermaids from around the world. While many of these stories are steeped in mythology and legend, they offer a fascinating glimpse into the ways that humans have interacted with these mysterious creatures. Whether they are seen as protectors of the sea, alluring and enchanting beings, or powerful spirits, mermaids continue to capture our imaginations to this day. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I hope you enjoyed learning about these real encounters with mermaids.